Variety of things, including the healthcare, yoga, meditation, to nearby places visit, historical as well as industry visits, expert lectures, and most importantly, value system. And these value systems are in a manner that you don't force any value on anyone, but make students realize that this is indeed universal. Who doesn't want justice to be made? Who doesn't want a person to have given respect to oneself? If you demand respect from someone, you have to also give respect to others. I think these kind of fundamental universal human values, including honesty, integrity, in the 3 weeks, maybe we are only sowing a seed. But the teachers who handle this, their behavior, when observed by the students, will carry forward lifelong, not only in the 4 years or 3 years that the graduating student is in the college or university, but subsequently in whichever field they go, in terms of administrators, in terms of employment somewhere, everywhere they carry it. Not only that, we also have content in that in terms of sustainability and sustainable development goals, which is very important. Our nation has committed that by 2070 we will be net zero carbon. And unless our universities and colleges become laboratories, experimentation on sustainability in terms of using as much less power as possible, wherever required, only use it. Switch off the lights and fans and AC when not required. Similarly, produce whatever is required through the sustainable means, that means solar or wind energy, and use water effectively, recycling of water, water harvesting, greening of the campuses. I think these are fundamental things. If a child right from school to college to university observes these things, they are embedded in the DNA of that individual. And then whether he becomes an IAS officer, an IPS officer, or a CEO of a company, those values are taken forward. And that is the spirit. And that's why when we talk about the performance difference of the 10% and bottom 10%, bottom 10% and 30% also should rise to the same level as the top 10%. The effectiveness starts from the early childhood and therefore teacher education. I think these are all intertwined and connected. And so when we talk about AI world, certainly some people are afraid of AI, especially teachers feel if AI is going to give all the information to the students, what is our role in the colleges and universities? Maybe our jobs are in danger. And there have been already some robots who have more information than the teacher, and it answers everything and anything that comes to your mind, and if you query, it will answer. But ultimately, teachers have a role to create what I said, human values. The human values of love, affection, empathy. This machine is not going to train you. So it's only through observation, through giving examples, through personal experiences that the children will be able to learn all of that. And that's why the role of teachers is not going to diminish, it is going to enhance. That you have to also become lifelong learners and then become mentors, you become guide philosopher for our children. That is the role that teacher has to play. Therefore, teacher has to be prepared. So I am repeatedly saying that teachers have to be trained well, they have to understand the nuances and then take them to the classroom. And the classrooms can be made interesting using technology. As I said, AVGC, animations, simulations, you make the content very exciting, thereby children are gravitating towards that. And don't deliver lectures for 1 hour like professors did earlier, but maybe 5-10 minutes of introducing the topic, let the students be given some of the references, videos to be watched, and then come back to the class, then ask some questions, what they have not understood, lot of discussions, and give challenging assignments to them in the classroom. And we had an excellent experiment of Smart India Hackathon in AICT. It is now 1 decade. I'm very happy that since 2016, which we started, now the 10th edition, every year during the hackathon, after first 12 hours, students have worked. Honorable Prime Minister comes and interacts with the teams and motivates them. What problem are you solving? Can you change the problem? And can you change the solution? Can it be applied elsewhere? I think such probing questions, when Prime Minister asks the students, they get motivated that they have to do something more than what they have been doing. And this is an example of what industry was saying, that students are not employable, only 30%, 40% employable. But given an opportunity, given the space that they needed, I'm sure our young generation is a fast learner. They are much faster than what we learn, and they will be able to give solutions to all the challenges that the planet is facing today. And that spirit, we will take it forward. I'm sure three fundamental data points which I would like to mention is about, as far as the economy is concerned, we already moved from 11th, 10th economy to the 4th largest economy. So we are growing very fast to become the 3rd largest. To support all of this, we need innovation. And in Global Innovation Index, we moved from 81st position to 38th position. And many times I say we have crossed halfway mark. 81 divided by 2 is 40.5, so we are already 38. Maybe in the next 5-10 years, through Idea Labs of AICTE or tinkering labs created in the school education system, 10,000 of them, and 50,000 more are going